Dr. Gamer. I was looking over your stats and I'm going to go over a few things with you.
Okay, is there anything that I should be concerned about?
No, everything looks great actually. His body size and muscle fat are in the correct percentile. Your baby is 2 years old and his size has quadrupled since birth, making him about 22 to 30 pounds.
Great. For a second there, I was thinking my baby was overweight. Good.
No, your baby's growth is perfectly normal, and from what I can see here, his brain is developing very well too.
Well, I remember my nurse saying that his brain is almost the size of mine.
That's true. His brainwave patterns and changes in electrical activity looks fine for his age. His cerebral cortex, which is a large part of his brain, looks good. His prefrontal cortex also looks well, considering complex thought process is really advanced for his age.
Yes, he's so curious and gets into everything.
How sweet. How are his eating habits?
As you can tell by his weight, he eats everything. He has such a big appetite.
His nutrition is crucial for his development. Make sure to not overfeed him or underfeed him to where he is malnourished.
Yes, doctor.
Also, be aware of his motor development. He should be jumping in place, trying to run, and climb up and down things.
Don't worry, doctor. He never sits down. He's so active.
Lastly, your stats say that his hearing and vision is superb, so whatever you're doing, keep it up. We saw that your son's physical development was great. Now, would you say your son is at least speaking 50 words? If so, are these words clear enough for you to understand?
Yeah, he loves communicating.
Great. Being able to communicate helps with cognitive development. To continue going on the right track, read to him, even if it is just a few minutes, so that he can be introduced to new words as it helps with their thinking.
Will do. I have noticed that he is more aware of his surroundings and he's able to interpret the objects and events that happen around him.
That is a great observation. At his age, you will notice a big change in many areas, such as problem solving, make-believe play, and symbolic understanding. How long would you say your son spends watching TV?
At least 2 hours. I find it easier to have him sitting down while I finish my tests.
I would recommend to not encourage viewing it for so long, as it can be confusing for him to understand. If anything, videos that use characters that are directly looking into the camera, addressing questions to the audience, and gives them to think about a response.
Thanks. I will make sure to pick up better shows for him to watch so that he can keep up his brain active. I want to continue to make sure he's storing information and using his short-term and long-term memory.
This is the time when they are strengthening their working memory capacity and start to remember names. It just takes time working with your child to improve these areas.
Yes, I will continue to work on that and continue to improve his language as it plays an important role.
Yes, he should be combining words to try to ask for things. Try to participate in the pretend play and just have a conversation with him.
Okay, thank you. I will look up books for his age group and toys that will help develop his cognitive development.
Are there any concerns about the social or emotional development of your child? This contains the interactions with his surroundings and the positive or negative feelings he has towards you, the parent or siblings.
Well, I did notice that he started to say no to his brothers, and he also started saying mine for mostly everything that he touches.
Oh, that is normal for his age now. He is actually going through the autonomy versus shame and doubt stage right now. According to Erickson, he stated that throughout this period, children want to decide for themselves. For example, if your child commands you for more than 5 minutes of playtime, after you told him to clean up, let him take those 5 minutes. He will doubt his abilities to explore as a child if he is not able to make his own decisions.
Well, I did not know that a simple command could be influence his social abilities and even make him feel ashamed for not cleaning up on time.
Remember that he might seek affection in you or trust adults when he is exploring something for the first time. If you give him some blocks and some forms towers, try to recognize his work.
Yes, we love to play blocks together as a family. However, he has been building the same tower over and over. We do not know the right way to transition him to try something else. Even tried to hide the blocks for a week, but we failed since he started having tantrums.
Yes, that was bound to happen because you created a routine for him and then changed it up. According to the structure of temperament, a child can go from being a difficult child to slow to warm up child if we slowly introduce them to new routines.
Oh, well, my husband is very impatient and he was not having it, so I had to give him the blocks back. What do you suggest I should do?
Children can sense your positive or negative feelings towards them. I believe that if you really want to try new toys and explore his surroundings, make a schedule to when he is allowed to use blocks, but also keep him distracted with other toys. Kids at his age usually like to pretend play.
Our babysitter has suggested the same thing to us, and he has also offered her help doing it herself when she is taking care of my son. However, about a week ago, he started to cry when his babysitter was pulling in the driveway. I was really worried about thinking that something had that happened when we were away.
Let me just inform you that infants and toddlers go through different stages of attachment, either with their parents or caregivers. And as you're telling me, your son is going through this stage with you guys. But when you come back to the house, is he happy or does he seem to reject you guys as well?
Well, when we come back to our house, he's not overexcited to see us, and he does not want us to carry him.
I believe he's going through the disorganized/disoriented attachment since you mentioned he does not want to be carried. I suggest you do not worry too much about it, but do be alert on his reactions and let him know that you are coming back every time you and your husband are leaving.
Okay, thank you so much for your help.
Sure, no problem.